Hi, this is Estere with Starry Blessings Astrology and your celestial gossip for this first week of December. So we'll be looking at December 3rd through the 9th. We do have some interesting planetary activity going on this week that will be probably affecting you, so it's good to know what's going on. Couple of major things, major meaning they're of the personal planets. And the personal planets are Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Mercury, and those are the ones closest to Earth that we can see actually with the naked eye or a very um, small telescope. Jupiter's in there as well. And when those planets change sign or move from direct to retrograde or retrograde to direct, they're going to affect us more on a day-to-day personal level. The outer planets, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto, those kind of have a bigger picture impact on us and slower over a longer period of time. So we may not know that, notice it so much in our daily lives. So of course, a lot of hoo-ha about Mercury retrograde. I myself have had my own technological challenges and glitches and things that need to be fixed and things I understood were one way but they really were another, and so that's very typical of a Mercury retrograde period, which, if you think about the natural mischievous of Mercury, Mercury says, hey, don't take it all too seriously. Don't get too attached to how you think things need to be working out, because they could be working out in some way that you haven't even thought of yet, and that could really be to your benefit. So Mercury is retrograde right now in Scorpio, so it was in Sagittarius, and then it retrograded back into the sign previous to Sagittarius, which is Scorpio. So it's going to be in Scorpio this week, and it's going to station direct. That means it's going to hold still and then change direction from going retrograde. It's going to change direction. Now it's going to go direct forward, but it's still in those last degrees of Scorpio. That station direct is on the 6th of December, and Mercury will be at 27 degrees Scorpio. And then the following week, on the 13th, Mercury will re-enter Sagittarius where it was before, but until then it's going to be working through Scorpio. So Scorpio is a very deep emotional feeling sign, and scorpionic emotions can feel like the intense ones, the ones that are a little bit more challenging to deal with, or downright just incredibly painful. Issues like betrayal and abandonment and jealousies and possessiveness, this all could be up for you right now, and just feel them, so yeah, I'm feeling jealous of this person, or I'm feeling, betrayed by this person, or old wounds are really coming to the surface this month specifically to be healed. So maybe things that occurred a long time ago, they're not even occurring in your reality, your present reality, but they're still in your consciousness, or you're attracting situations that are very similar to the earlier hurts that you received, maybe as a child, maybe in another lifetime, and you're processing it, you're moving through it at this time. You have the opportunity to do that. Venus also enters Scorpio. So Venus had retrograded back into Libra, and now it's, after it moved direct, it's now re-entering Scorpio. So it's going to be at 0 or 2 degrees of Scorpio this week. So both Mercury and Venus are in the sign of Scorpio, deeply emotional sign. And Mars, another personal planet, is in the sign of Pisces, which is also a very sensitive, feeling, emotional water sign. So those planets that are closest to Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, are all in the water signs right now. So feelings are going to be up. Maybe you're crying more than usual. Maybe you're crying as you usually do, but it's more purging for you. But you want to allow those feelings to move through you. Let the water move through you and cleanse you and help you feel healthier in your emotional state. And I've been working this week a lot with, can you feel sad? Can you feel grief, and also keep your vibration high? Can you also be in joy at the same time? And I think, yes, this is something humans can do, but it's very challenging. So we need to keep our vibration high because we want to be attracting positive things into our lives, but we also want to have our feelings. So to juggle those is challenging. This is one of the challenges of being a spiritual being in a human, in a physical body, in a physical reality. That's what we get to work on. Jupiter right now is in Sagittarius, 5 to 6 degrees Sagittarius. Saturn is at 8 degrees Capricorn. These are kind of been happening. There's nothing kind of new there. Saturn and Capricorn's always having you kind of deal with your stuff, and wherever it's moving through in your personal chart, that area is going to require a lot of attention to deal with your responsibilities and what you need to be taking care of. Saturn's going to really show that to you. And where you put your hard work, Saturn always brings rewards. It always brings the harvest after the work. So wherever you're needing to put your work, Saturn says, do that, and you will receive the harvest of that work. Jupiter in Sagittarius is just a super expansive energy. So it's allowing you to see things from a bigger perspective, which is good sometimes, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. So managing that expansiveness is part of what's going on this week. Uranus is retrograde and is back in Aries after, sticking his toe in Taurus for a few months. So now he's back in Aries, 29 to 28 degrees Aries, volatile, creating a lot of upheaval in surprising and kind of hot, fiery kind of ways. Again, this Neptune, Uranus, Pluto outer planet. So unless it's hitting something specifically in your chart, you might see it more just played out in the collective. Neptune is still at 13 degrees Pisces, right in the middle of the sign that he's ruling. Again, the emotional realm is very fluid right now. It's very open, and there's a lot of access to that area, and it can also stimulate escape fantasies and addictions for not wanting to deal with the pain of those emotions. And that's really, why there are healers. You want to work with people to help you navigate the emotional realm, because it can be a dangerous realm, scary, and you want to go there with someone who can help you. So don't be afraid to reach out for help and support in the emotional realm, because that's really where our healing is most potent and most needing to be addressed. Pluto's still at 19 degrees Capricorn, kind of really slow moving, addressing kind of the bigger kind of breakdown of the systems, which we're seeing in the collective, and that can be challenging too, can feel threatening. So, meditating, finding your own connection to source, finding your place of internal peace, very important to do right now, so you don't get too caught up in the drama. The drama's occurring around us. So as I said, Mercury's stationing direct. It's going to sit still, prepared to move forward on the 6th in the afternoon, Mountain Time, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Time, at 27 degrees Scorpio. And then later on that night, it's going to feel like Thursday night, but Mountain Time, it's actually right after midnight, is the new moon. New moon at 15 degrees Sagittarius. And catch my new moon video, and you'll get to learn about how to use that energy to enhance your experience of the new moon this week. Thanks for joining me for this first week of December's Celestial Gossip. I hope you have a beautiful week and you use the energies available to you to excavate your emotional realm and do some deep and much needed healing in those areas. As you work on yourself, you help heal the world. You are love always, and you will always return back to love. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Estere with Starry Blessings Astrology.